Tony, the objective of a C1 speech is number one, to introduce yourself to the club, and number two, for us to see what speaking skills you already have. The speaking skills that you do have, I think, are all there. You have the basic structure of a good speaker. I loved your introduction, how you just jumped into the introduction, made it very personal for all of us, connected with us with rhetorical questions. Who are you? Are you a stranger? Am I a stranger to you? That was the first one I really enjoyed about your speech, was the introduction, how you just jumped in immediately and started using the most important word in speech making, which is you, connecting with us. Thank you. The second thing I enjoyed about your speech was the actual structure itself as well. You had a very well-defined introduction and a tremendous body. The structure you chose to use for your speech, unlike most C1 speakers who use a chronological structure, I was born in 1971 and went through it, you chose to structure your speech around categories: your life, your work, and your industry, which is a very unique way of structuring a speech for a C1 speaker. I like that approach. It made it very easy for us to understand where you were coming from, and it made it very easy to understand where you were going with the speech. It's 2 minutes on the green, huh? 2 minutes on the green.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
The second thing I enjoyed about the structure was the way you actually came back to the conclusion, and you had a very good conclusion which was very, very clearly defined from the body of the speech. The other things I really enjoyed about your speech was the self-deprecating humor. I loved in the beginning how you stood up there and you said, "Are we strangers? We always tell our kids we don't talk to strangers, but we come to Toastmasters, we stand up and we talk in front of a bunch of strangers." That was a wonderful way to connect with people. I loved how you said, "Well, I was made in China, exported to Hong Kong, repackaged and sent to Taiwan." I love that as well. That self-deprecating humor is a very important part of public speaking. And then you continued with that track when you started to talk about, well, you know, they tell us in the transport, if you don't have a good education, you'll end up in transportation. Once again, self-deprecating humor. A wonderful way to connect with an audience. And so the first two things I really enjoyed, and I think you have very solid skills in, is structure and also humor. You understand how to bring that connection to people. The third thing I really enjoyed was your comfort on the stage. I really enjoyed how you were very comfortable using gestures from this part of your body with your hands. You were quite comfortable raising hands. You know, I lived for 5 years in Hong Kong, or 5 years here, 4 years there. I really enjoyed the way you were using your body, not in an overpowering and overbearing way, but in a very comfortable, very natural, conversational way, which was connecting with all of us, even myself sitting over there. And the last thing I really enjoyed about your speech was the pace of the delivery. The voice was very well controlled, was very comfortable to listen to. I especially enjoyed the vocal variety and the little surprise you threw in right at the end with your voice, which was, "Enjoy Toastmasters!" Your voice just went up and surprised us all. It's like, okay, we're in the meeting still, right? So I really enjoyed all these aspects of your speaking and the skills you have. 2 quick suggestions for improvement, because your next speech will be your C2 speech, which is organized and focused more on the structure, would be the introduction. Just don't stand up and say, "Oh, hi guys, my name is Tony, it's my C1 speech or my C2 speech." Just jump straight in with that question. Who are you? Are you a stranger? And also the conclusion. Make them a little bit more well defined, and I think you'll have a great structure to your speech. All in all, you're a great speaker in the making and you have fantastic skills to build on. Generally very well.